MLK celebrations, South Florida style.
The movement is on, not just one day, every day.
Both the parade and the festival that follows. Miami's Art Deco district.
It brings together diversity, good mix of people, young to old.
Showing off its signature style. Riding a 3-game home winning streak.
On to the races, 3-on-1. Hero, Martin, driving. Oh, Adebayo!
The Heat take the show on the road. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Nicole Castañeda.
I'm Kelly Sanchez. Today is Monday, January 17th, 2023.
Live from the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Holiday horror. A Martin Luther King Day celebration turns to chaos after gunshots ring out. 8 people are injured this morning, including one in critical condition after a shooting at a Martin Luther King Jr. parade.
Late last night, shots were fired during the MLK Show and Family Fun Day in Fort Pierce. According to St. Lucie County Deputy Brian Hester, the shooting began after a disagreement between 2 parties escalated into an armed conflict. A witness described the chaotic scene.
Crowd started, the first 2 shots were bang bang, but then it started getting multiple shots, and there about 1,500 people started running. I have witnessed 2 people got shot.
Investigators says dozens of deputies are following up on leads, but no arrests have been made at this time.
Here in Miami-Dade County, the annual MLK Day Parade and Festival went off without a hitch. Team coverage begins with the network's Leon Abutar-Bush covering the parade.
We're here in Liberty City where thousands of people came out to celebrate the life and legacy of the civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr.
Very important because we got to remember our black history and Dr. Martin Luther King, what he had done for us. So I think it's very important that all of us get together and communicate together and get along.
I mean, it's Dr. Martin Luther King. He's a staple for especially for the black community here everywhere, honestly. So it's important that we take the time out, especially the day off, to celebrate him and everything that he's done for us.
It brings the people together as one. You know, this is the only time where we can get together as people and just really enjoy ourselves. So it's not like Martin Luther King passed for nothing, because his name still live on, even though he gone.
He had a dream. White and black people should be treated equally.
Dr. Martin Luther King Day is a special holiday for the African American community that symbolizes the spark of a new era, where African Americans could begin to be treated equally and fairly as any other American.
We don't, feel special any other day in the United States, so this is a day that we can really celebrate for us, and it's just for us.
I think it's so important because the people have to have some type of knowledge of where they come from and who they are. Just like me, I represent the Moorish Americans of the United States. And the people have right now a culture identity problem. And that's the crisis that we need to realize and wake up from. But until that happens, we're going to have events like this to somewhat bring the people back to the knowledge of who they are and where they come from.
This is what a dream was, to bring this here, to bring us together. That's what his vision. This is what his vision, to bring black and white together, you know what I'm saying? And the dream gonna live on.
For the South Florida Media Network, I'm Leon Abutar-Bush.
Team coverage now continues with the MLK Day Festival, and even if you weren't able to make it in person, the network's Hawa Azal has your ticket.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is known for its parades, but the fun doesn't stop there. That's why I'm here at Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park, where the community is gathering for a family festival celebrating African and Caribbean heritage.
The movement is on, not just one day, every day, because to have your civil rights and to have historically our reparations to be paid from slavery, we need to be active. We need to be out here.
The legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. brought to life with this festival in Liberty City. With the whole street blocked off, there's definitely something for everybody. Those looking to shop could find vendors selling everything from arts and crafts to clothing to spices. Not to mention, there's absolutely no going hungry. The streets were lined with soul, African, and Caribbean cuisine.
Jerk chicken, jerk chicken.
With bounce houses, games, and sweet treats, this was truly an event for the whole family.
My favorite part of today was this slushie because it's real good.
But all tasty treats aside, so many were passionate about commemorating the spirit of Dr. King.
My favorite part is the unity of all the coaches come out. Everybody represent what this man did. He did a great job. Wasn't for him, we don't know where we'll be at right now.
After a day filled with food, music, and fun, it looks like this MLK Day is one for the books. In Liberty City, I'm Halwa Ezel, South Florida Media Network.
17 Cuban migrants are alive this morning thanks to the quick actions of a cruise ship crew that departed from South Florida. The Liberty of the Seas departed from Port Everglades and came across the migrant boat on Saturday. Passengers say the captain announced they were diverting from their path to check on the craft as required by maritime law. A travel blogger recorded the interaction on video.
Miami Heat fans waking up a little disappointed after a comeback effort in Atlanta falls short. Riding a 3-game winning streak, the Heat never quite found their momentum against the Hawks, barely ever taking a lead. The Hawks were able to finish 8 points ahead of the Heat. The final score was 113. Heat 113, Hawks 121. The Heat will play the New Orleans Pelicans tomorrow at 8 p.m.
The Panthers playing in Buffalo and looking to avenge the Dolphins' loss in the same city a day earlier. The Panthers looked icy hot throughout the whole game, scoring a goal in every period, never giving up their lead. This win puts the Panthers over a 0.5 rating. The final score was Panthers 4, Sabres 1. The Panthers will go to Toronto to face the Maple Leafs today at 7 p.m.
Get ready, Star Wars fans. The most adorable character on TV is appearing in a new trailer.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
So many good authentic foods, maybe I'll try a little here and there.
Miami Beach's signature Art Deco look getting celebrated over the weekend. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I help our fellows design their paths as creative entrepreneurs. My experiences serving startups, creative businesses, and cultural organizations, and my journey as a queer mixed immigrant with Haitian and Arabic roots, inform the co-creative environment we foster at Radcliffe. We leverage our collective diversity to encourage the building of lifelong personal learning networks and mindsets that stimulate continuous innovation.
Deco on display along Miami Beach is South Florida's most well-known destination, shows off its famous look. It was all part of the Art Deco weekend.
And it was a chance to see and be seen with the network's Samantha Gutierrez.
Even with the cold weather, Miamians still managed to bundle up and show out to the 46th annual Art Deco Miami, celebrating art, music, and dance in Miami Beach's famous Ocean Drive.
This 3-day event attracted about 150,000 visitors to South Beach, giving small businesses and food vendors the opportunities to connect with the community.
It brings together diversity, good mix of people, young to old, and it's just a beautiful atmosphere, good vibes, good scenery.
So many like good authentic foods, like maybe I'll try a little here and there.
On 10th Street and Ocean Drive sits the Art Deco Welcome Center that houses the largest indoor antique show in the U.S. and tells the story of this distinctive style.
We were founded by a woman by the name of Barbara Capitman. Miami Beach was falling apart. It was run down. And where everybody saw a seaside slum, she saw a seaside resort. And so she created the Miami Design Preservation League to start trying to save these buildings.
Elements of Art Deco style in Miami Beach include applied decoration, stylized geometric patterns, natural forms, or historic motifs.
If you couldn't make it out to this year, remember, this is an annual event perfect to start the new year. For South Florida Media Network, I'm Samantha Gutierrez.
Star Wars fans, Disney has dropped a trailer for the season 3 of their hit Star Wars TV series, The Mandalorian. The third season follows the events that take place after the book of Boba Fett. Pedro Pascal makes a comeback in the title role. The reunited Mandalorian and the beloved Baby Yoda embark on a new journey. Season 3 will be released on Disney Plus on March 1st.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Kelly Sanchez.
And I'm Nicole Castañeda. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.